Alright, question 3. It says a partial food web is shown. The numbers in the boxes represent animals in the food web. So before we go any further, let's kind of check out and see what we got here. We have trees and grasses. Those are our producers, right? They're plants. Then we're going to have organisms that eat the plants. Let's see what we can find. We have this organism eats a plant, this organism eats a plant, this one does, and this one does. Now we need to check and see, are there any organisms that eat more than just plants or just plants? So obviously this one here is also eating on this one. This one's also eating on this one. And apparently this guy here is also eating on that one. So we only have, if you look carefully, we only have one true herbivore. And that would be this guy, because it only eats plants, right? Everything eats off of it here, including this one. So, but this guy here apparently not only eats plants, but also whatever organism this is. This is going to be our herbivore. Meaning this one eats greens, herbs, like at the grocery store. So in other words, it eats only producers. Okay, so that's our only producer. Now, herbivore. Now let's see what we have over here. So this organism eats both this, whatever it is, rabbit or whatever, this herbivore, but it also feeds on grasses. So this organism is going to be my omnivore. And this one as well, because it's got these. That's going to be another omnivore. Omnivore means, omni means all, vor means eater, so it's our all eater, meaning it eats both plants and animals. So, and what is feeding on top? Well, this one's eating here. It's eating that omnivore, it's eating that omnivore, and it's eating that omnivore. This energy is going here. So we have a lot of different energy levels. But we're, now that we've kind of analyzed this to look at what's going on, we know that this is an omnivore. This one's only eating the meat, right? Meat, meat. So this is a carnivore. This is a carnivore, right? Yep. Now carnivores is, if you know Spanish, carne means meat, so it's a meat eater. So this one here, number 4, yes, is also a carnivore, and number 6 as well. So we have a variety of different organisms or different types of consumers in this food web. So let's see what they want to know from us. They're looking for organisms, so more than one organism, that has 3 carnivorous predators, so 3 meat eaters, and a consumer-producer relationship, meaning a plant-animal, right? Animal-plant relationship. So let's look at them. So they're asking us about boxes 2, 3, and 7. Well, box 2. Box number 2, this herbivore definitely has 3 organisms that feed off it. Carnivore and an omnivore, but remember omnivore is all eater. It'll eat both meat, so it is also a carnivorous predator, so to speak. And it also has a producer-consumer relationship. Here's the producer and here's the consumer, that herbivore. So 2 looks good. Let's look at box 3. Box 3 has literally getting energy by eating meat only. So it does not qualify. It's the carnivore itself, so it's not an organism that has 3 other organisms feeding off of it. It's feeding off of 3. So 3 is out. Number 7. If we look at number 7, we know that it's an omnivore because it's getting energy from both plants and animals, herbivore, or another omnivore, excuse me. So we know that it has that consumer-producer relationship here. So that's good, because here's our producer, here's our consumer. And we also see that 1, 2, 3, we see that 3 carnivores are feeding off of number 7. So number 7 definitely looks like a good choice. Okay, so let's look at the second answer. It says that maybe possibly number 5. We already know 7 is a good choice. Let's look at 5. So for number 5, it's an omnivore. We have that producer-consumer relationship. And we're looking for 3 predators that feed off of it, or 3 carnivores, so meat-eating predators. So it's got 1, 2. So it doesn't have the 3 arrows that feed off of it. So it's out. So let's look at 4 and 6. Number 4. 4 looks like it's pretty much a top-level consumer here, and it has no producer-consumer relationship. It is only a predator, and it is a predator to 1 organism only in this food web, so it doesn't qualify. And now we know that we had already analyzed boxes 2 and 7, and they look good, and that is our answer.